Hey everyone. So the lady who did the video, if you saw it, this is going to kind of be part two. She obviously, which is so expected, not surprising, got some backlash, okay, about her not wanting to have a son, because she feels that she would be contributing to basically raising an individual that could be abusive and could pretty much contribute to a woman causing her to struggle. So she received some backlash. So not surprising. Let's go ahead and take a listen on this video, part two.
You can't handle a woman saying that she doesn't want to have a son when men are actively killing women for rejecting them. You can't handle a woman saying that she doesn't want to have a son when literal children are committing every other song, calling us a bitch, saying that we're worth nothing more than our bodies. A woman saying that she doesn't want to have a son when 1 in 4 women have experienced either completed or attempted. You can't handle a woman saying that she doesn't want to have a son when every single facet of society and life are impacted by misogyny. The healthcare industry, the music industry, the dating industry, every single aspect of life is touched by misogyny, and you can't handle something that is said online that has no real world impact because it hurts your feelings a little bit. You have to further prove my point by threatening violence against me,
Wow.
by saying things about not wanting me sexually when I never even said that I wanted a man sexually. You don't know my sexuality. It might make you uncomfortable or hurt your feelings, but women will never have the capacity to hate men in the way that men hate women. Our hatred against men will never have the real world consequences that men's hatred against women has had for centuries. Get over it.
That I agree. Because their hatred, we can say we hate men, but we don't go out here and just start, knocking them up, beating them in the head, robbing them. We can say we dislike men. We're not going out there SAing them, punching them out, doing a knockout thing, thinking it's a funny game. But when they hate a woman, and you better watch your back if you are around a failed group that cannot make it, a person that has nothing to lose. When that kind of man hates a woman, yet and still, a woman will be the only way, the only means for him to eat a meal tonight. Where he's residing, laying his head. It'll be a woman's name on the mortgage documents or on the lease agreement. That kind of man, he's there because he can't go on his own. He can't go anywhere. And when he hates women, that's the dangerous kind. Because heaven forbid the finances fall flat and he's used to a woman catering to her, man, he may go off in a heartbeat. Oh, you want to bet? He may go off in a heartbeat. Heaven forbid one takes one in and he's her boyfriend, her living lover, or her husband. Ask him to leave, see what may happen. Both of y'all might be leaving. Only the issue is he may unalive the woman, so she may end up leaving the planet and he'll just leave and go to prison, go to jail, where there's 3 hots and a cot and he doesn't have to worry at all. When these men hate women, oh, that's the dangerous kind. That's why they can go out into the community and some women don't see it, lie to you and give you this fantasy it's never going to happen. Then next thing you know, he's left you, abandoned you, and he's created another fatherless home. And then off he goes to Rome to do what? Create another fatherless home. What happens to you and that kid? He don't give squirrel bees what happened to you and your kids. Doesn't care. Their hatred can be dangerous. And the mere fact, like she just said, that a woman does not want to procreate with you, have your child, wants to deal with you, Why are we leaning toward violence? Why? That's why a lot of people that have intelligence, they may have resources, especially in this community. That's the main one, being quiet. You can't have the conversation about self-improvement, accountability. They'll attack. And then if you've got some assets, you might be the one to get checked. It's sad.
She doesn't want to have a son when literal
Children are committing crimes. How many have you seen? They got 11-year-old, 13-year-old young boys shooting, carjacking. And just a recent one, 13-year-old girl, I guess maybe she's been groomed to be a little hoodlum or hoodlumette. Well, she learned the hard way. I can't believe, I think the report said she was trying to steal a vehicle, steal a car. Didn't get far, she got shot. Girl this time. I don't know if you all remember, but those who have been rocking with me for a while may remember that video about the young black teacher. And he was asking those young kids, like, why are you doing this, committing these crimes? Why are you doing this? And what do they tell them? They didn't say the females. They said, because the men in the neighborhood, that's what they're advising them to do. There's no father in the home. They want some kind of male bonding, companionship, leadership. So they go ahead and obey a dusty gremlin, a failed, inferior man, not based on your skin color, but your inability to think and use common sense and your ability to realize that you hate yourself and refuse to correct it. He said that's what the men in the community are telling them to do. So that's what the young kids are doing. Not the women, he said the men. A young black male teacher to the young juvenile delinquent. Why are you doing this? They love to try to bully you. Can't do with reality. Who would care? Again, who would care to see the poverty D? Just now saw a video, a black woman, 5 kids. Girl, how you come up with 5 and homeless? Where is he? Where's the child support? At $35 is going nowhere. That's a joke. So what? She doesn't want to have children. So what? Go on. Unbelievable. Can't handle it. As I did the video yesterday from that scene from The Shy. He expected to be a strong man, but like he said to his dad in that meeting, how can I be what I can't see? You weren't there. I guess you raised yourself.
every fucking day during gender reveals. You can't.
Oh yes, they'll have and she's saying in the gender reveal they'll have a daughter and then freak out.
A woman saying that she doesn't want to have a son when men are actively killing women for rejecting them.
Oh, now we've seen the video. He'll try to holler at a chick and she doesn't respond. What happened? Oh, she gets shot. She refused to give her phone number. She gets got, punching her, beating her, shooting. That's crazy. And Scrooge McDuck made a comment on the first video about the culture and the rap music. Look how the culture just denigrates women. Look, it just put women down in the rap music. When a black woman is unalive because she rejected a so-called kingdomless conquered king, where are all the black men for the outrage on the content creators? Where is the outrage in the community? Now, we may have a few, but it's not a lot. Why? I think that behavior is like, oh, it's accepted to abuse the women in the community. And you can try to raise your child, but there are a lot of outside influences. And believe it or not, they can have a greater effect on the child than a uncle, mom, or dad. But a single parent, one working, oh, greater effect than outside community. And then when things happen, I can't believe it. Outside community had more of effect sometimes on your child than you can.
You can't handle a woman saying that she doesn't want to have a son when men are actively killing women for rejecting them. You can't handle a woman saying that she doesn't want to have a son when literal children are committing
Crimes.
every other song, calling us a bitch, saying that we're worth nothing more than our bodies. A woman saying that she doesn't want to have a son when 1 in 4 women have experienced either completed or attempted. You can't handle a woman saying that she doesn't want to have a son when every single facet of society and life are impacted by misogyny. The healthcare industry, the music industry, the dating industry, every single aspect of life is touched by misogyny, and you can't handle something that is said online that has no real world impact because it hurts your feelings a little bit. You have to further prove my point by threatening violence against me.
Threatening violence. Oh, I can relate. That's all they've got. It's called be quiet. Heaven forbid you express a point of view. You can't even do that with these ignoramus, imbeciles. It's a different point of view. Move on. Oh, man. It is a different point of view. But you know what? I wonder if they're going to threaten those other people that they stick out their foot on my neck. And time that neck get loose, let him get a bag. Let him drop a bag in his hand. He'll turn around and give it to the same community that he complains about has a foot on their neck. Boy, bye. They can be billionaires, still boys. You can't even have a different point of view. All resort to violence. So you can't have a conversation. And that's what I said before on a different topic. That's why nobody's coming from this community. You can't have those. You can't have a conversation. Nah, difference of opinion. Oh, we'll be ready to counsel you or try to pull up. That's why I love stand your ground. The idea doesn't work for us a lot of times, but the idea of it. I'm gonna pull up. Yep, might pull up and get carried out.
By saying things about not wanting me sexually when I never even said that I wanted a man sexually.
And who would want a man that's here's a different point of view, and he's so inferior, and he so becomes emotionally unhinged because guess what? He doesn't even control anything. If his mother or baby mama says to go to the store, he has to do that. Why? Because he doesn't have a job, doesn't have any money, need to do something. So it's highly emotional. So when it comes to women, all he knows is violence. And the sad thing, it's a lot of him, those kind out there.
Sexually, you don't know my sexuality. It might make you uncomfortable or hurt your feelings, but women will never have the capacity to hate men in the way that men hate women. Our hatred against men will never have the real world consequences that men's hatred against women has had for centuries.
Yes, and that's how women, yes, their hatred. That was Dusty Dan, a killing man. And he killed some women. One of them revealed that when he was choking one lady, as he stood over her in her home and was choking the life out of her, what did he say? He was thinking about his grandmother. One man, I believe, was a serial killer. And what did he say? He hated his mother. I just did the video. Dr. Umar had that portion about how the men, they really despise their mother in our community. So whenever they get on their feet, they're financially sound, they want somebody the opposite of their mother. How many have we seen? Remember the lady, older woman, asked her son about that rent? I did the video up in flames. The house went, tried to set the house on fire. But it was caught in time. Why? Been sheltered for so long. You gotta cater to me. He has nothing. And a mama like she about 72. Why are you still at home? She asked about the rent up in flames. The back of the house went. One before, wanted her son to pay rent. Next thing you know, he shot at her. He missed. Oh, how'd he get away? Well, they got him because he couldn't get away too far. He was on Tom and Jerry. And Tom and Jerry means your left foot and your right foot. Tom and Jerry. Oh, that lady, one lady, she was with a criminal and had like maybe like four kids and they had out in the car. And so it got violent, you know. And then guess what happened? She hopped out the van, the little minivan. It looked like she was running down the alley. And what did he do? He shot at her. And as she was down, it's a wonder she survived. As she was lying down on the ground, he shot at her multiple times. Their hatred is dangerous to women, very much so. So, let me know what you guys think. But yeah, not surprised at all. The hatred comes making its way through the door. Why couldn't they say, hey, I'm sorry you feel this way? Let's have a conversation. You know, there are decent people out there. Be careful who you partner with. Want to resort to threatening her, wishing her harm. The culture is so toxic. We have some positive aspects, but we got a hell of a lot of negative. And you wonder why? She's thinking, no, there might be a probability if I raise a son, he might adapt to the culture and cause a woman to struggle, be a liability. He might adapt to the culture and become an abuser, traitor. Have black women trying to hold him up, you sacrificing for him. Now he's done well. I don't want me to deal with the black women. Me, I'm tired of you. No, well, I got my degree and I'm going to get with Becky, so thanks, mother, and all that you sacrificed. Oh, by the way, um, Becky doesn't want you to come to the house too much, you know, talking about cooking Sunday dinners. It's kind of played out, mother. Say what? Yeah, she, and next thing you know, that's why I said that on Patreon about building for Becky. Next thing you know, he's adapted a whole new culture. Can't bling, no, adapted. I keep telling you, a lot of times when you see this man, I have seen this a couple of times. He may be the one making the money, baby. Boom. Let me tell you something. Becky and her daddy running the show. You want to bet? I've seen one at it's like, okay, to sign a paper, the closing. He's the basketball player. It's like this. Okay, you picked her up from a farm. I can tell by this outfit. And I know he bought the Chanel bag. Because what she got going on, this must be new. This girl spelled white from the rural farm. Can't pick a good outfit from Goodwill on her best day. But she doing all the talking about this place, just so excited, just so excited. We're gonna be staying here and everything. It's like, wow, this is what you pick up. Don't look at me, black man. What you looking down for? Don't look at me looking down. That's what you chose. And then it's like she doing all the talk because he can you say anything? Hell, when you open your mouth, bro, the sound come out. That's running the show. Why does she feel that way? By what she's seen. As I said before, people, whether they love you, don't love you, respect you, disrespect you, how they treat you is how they feel about you. So, gee, why she feels this way? I understand her point of view. And look how the man came at her, not with love and understanding, in a peaceful way, threatening. They can threaten black women out. That's one of the best things that they can do. What they gonna do about that police officer that shot that black man that came to the door in Florida? Time the door open. Now, it looks like the man may have had a weapon to me. Something was in, or a phone. I don't know. I shouldn't say that, but something was in his hand, but it was down. Time the guy just opened up the door. Pop, pop, pop. Shot. Reportedly 6 times. What's the response on that? Black women wearing weave. Well, black women's. What are you gonna what you gonna do? Are you gonna try to put together? What are you gonna do? You know how to go to file lawsuits to marry Miss Ann. What are you gonna do about that? Not even want to protect yourself. What are you gonna do? You got money for OnlyFans, but can't put your money together just for you to be able to survive in the land. But they got money for OnlyFans. You want to bet? I don't care if you got to steal from his mama's credit card. Anyway, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you all think about it. But again, I knew it's common sense. It was going to be like some backlash. Oh, I already knew that. I knew it was going to be from Canary. Is this for it? Cayenne? I knew it was going to be some backlash. And look, she already got it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Love you, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm out.